Hey guys, so I'm here to do a very different sort of and yet similar, a very different yet similar sort of video for my channel. So if you've watched my monthly favorites or my collective economics hauls, you'll know that I tend to have like every now and then I'll have like makeup products in there, mainly in my monthly favorites because a lot of the times I do not find large makeup brands or large scale makeup brands tend to partner up with women of color. I think the biggest women of color friendly drugstore makeup that I can get a hold of would be the CoverGirl Queen collection, and I'm not gonna lie, like my skin tone is hard to match, especially with my birthmark. Like, do I match like the top, side, my birthmark? And the only other women of color friendly one I can think of would be Shea Moisture. So those are the two. CoverGirl Queen and Shea Moisture are the only two like makeup brands that I know are women of color friendly. But a lot of the times you find like bigger brands like Revlon and every I can't even think of any other ones without like Revlon, NARS, stuff like that. You don't see a whole lot of like them partnering up with women of color when it comes to like foundations and stuff. Like their shades tend to be a lot on the lighter end of the spectrum, and like even too light for me. Like you tend to like not see anything made for us. So on the higher end, I think the ones Sasha Cosmetics and Black Up Cosmetics are like the two that I know that are like, if you have the money to ball out like that, those are like really good women of color friendly ones. I think some lower end ones would be Black Radiance and I think maybe Milani, but I never see anything in Black Radiance, one because it's at Walmart. I tend not to shop there unless it's like after 9 o'clock and it's an emergency. And I think that's the same place. No, I can get Milani from like Walgreens and CVS. So I take that back. I can get Milani outside of there. Maybe I can get Black Radiance too. I don't know. I haven't really looked. But the point being, you do not see a lot of makeup brands that are really women of color friendly. It's all towards everybody else. I'm just going to say it like that. So BH Cosmetics is a fairly big brand. I've never seen them in stores, but you can get them online. You hear all about them. They're cheap, but they have like really good color payoff. You can get a whole bunch of different things there. They do foundations, lipstick, eyeliner, brushes, you name it. And so they paired up with Missy Lynn. And so if you don't know, Missy Lynn is or also known as Start to Finish MUA. She is a Black makeup artist, and she's also in the military, but she is actually the first woman of color that BH Cosmetics has paired up with to create something with. And so they created a palette together. This is what the palette looks like. This is the Missy Lynn palette, eyeshadow and baked highlighter palette with BH Cosmetics. I watched her video introducing it. It's only been out for a few days. I really wanted to get my hands on it because I wanted to support women of color, and I love makeup. I mean, I wear it in I think I've only worn makeup in like 1 or 2 videos, unless it was like a swatch or something, but I love makeup. So I really wanted to do 2 things at once, which is buy something I love and support like another woman of color. And so the palette's pretty cheap. It's less than, I think it was less than $12. After shipping, it ended up still being less than 16 bucks. Which is great because a lot of the palettes that I have, and I don't have a lot, like I have like a stack of palettes over there that I don't use, and like because I've really gotten into like my neutral game, pretty much like all my palettes over there, they start at like $30 something. I think the cheapest palette I may have is $22, and it's in the stack of ones that I don't use because they had a big version and a little version. I got the little version thinking I would love it, and I don't like the color payoff and any of that crap. So point is, palettes are expensive. BH Cosmetics is one of the places other than like CoverGirl, and a lot of the time drugstore stuff doesn't have that great of a payoff, and you get the idea. Drugstore is not always the best option. But so the fact that they created a palette, and I've seen the palette in the video. I haven't swatched anything in it yet. So I guess that's what we're going to do here. And so this is the outside of the palette. She's in the military, so that's why it has like the dog tag-esque look on it. And so it's got this mirror right here with her quote. It says, "Start with confidence, finish with success, Missy Lynn." And then it's got these 6 eyeshadow colors right here and these 2 highlighters, which apparently you can actually use them as, what's the word I'm looking for, as eyeshadows as well. And so I'm just going to like swatch them for you and let you know I'm probably never going to do like a makeup look on camera, mainly because I am super blind, and you know how close I have to be to something in order to be able to tell if I'm doing it correctly. It's not going to happen. And so the first color I'm going to swatch for you is this creamy taupe one right here, and that's what it looks like on my finger. Sorry if you think I'm flicking you off. It's that right there. It's really light, like a champagne color, and I probably would look good for like whoop, I dropped it. It would probably look good for a highlight or something. Hold on while I retrieve the palette. Lucky I'm not really high off the ground. And so it would look good for a highlight, or like for like an inner tear duct. And so the next one is this really pretty like brownie color right here. This is the one I'm most excited about. So that's what the color looks like on my finger. And it's really like this pretty coppery brown color. Like, again, when I do wear makeup, it tends to be like a lot of neutrals, browns, coppery, stuff like that. And the next one over here is this dark chocolate brown. This one's actually a matte shadow right here. These two are a satin matte. These two over here are shimmers. This one is a satin matte. This is what it looks like on my pinky. This is what it looks like right here. I'm not the swatch master or whatever. But so that's what it looks like. So the next one is this kind of caramel brown color that's like right here. You could probably depot these two. I'm not 100% sure how to do that though. I just know it's possible. So I'm going to put that swatch right. Oh, here's what it looks like on my finger. And it's actually, ooh, it's more of like a red color. That's what it looks like. Now I'm going to switch hands. So the next one, oh wait, yeah, no, I'm going to switch hands. So the next one is this purple color right here in the middle. I don't know why I was pointing over here, because she called them both purples, but the last one really is like a dark blue to me. And so there's the purple one, and let me get that better. Alright, so that's what the purple looks like. And purple is supposed to be really good for like making brown eyes stand out. So I'm looking forward to this, because even though I wear glasses all the time, my eyes are actually like a dark brown. And so the last color that I'm going to, I guess, or technical eyeshadow that I'm going to swatch is this purpley bluish one that's right here. So that's what it looks like right there. And it actually comes up almost like a, I almost swatched the wrong color right there. It actually comes up almost more of like a charcoal colored blue, like if that makes any sense. Like it almost, like when you first swatch it, it looks like it could be gray. So the next thing I'm gonna do is swatch these highlighters, or highlights, I guess. I did swatch the this coppery colored one that's right here. I did swatch that earlier when I first got the palette, just because I wanted to see how well the color payoff was going to be, because everybody raves about how cheap their stuff is, but it's got amazing color payoff. So this is what it looks like on my finger, and that right there is what it looks like on my hand. I know my lighting in here sucks. I'm going to figure out something to do about it eventually, but I don't want to spend like a whole bunch of money to like set up lighting and all that crap if I'm only getting like a certain amount of views, you know, because I feel like it's an investment, I guess, but I don't have the money to like super invest in everything right now either. But so that's what that one looks like. And then this last one is this, I got makeup on my jeans, is this goldy colored one right here. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can like really see that, but it's, let me see, right across here. Ooh, I like this one too. So they're not exactly the same. Like here's the last one, here's this one. So this is more of a coppery color, and this is more of a gold. And apparently if you're supposed to be able to like put it along your cheekbones to highlight and everything. But so that's the palette. I'm going to test it out, and it'll probably end up somewhere in a monthly favorites video, depending on how much I like it or love it. But you really should go ahead and check it out. You can go to BH Cosmetics website and look the palette up and get it yourself. But, and I mean, to me, it was just about supporting another woman of color. But it's up to you on whether or not you want to spend your money on it. I understand if you do, I understand if you don't. But we always complain that we don't get enough representation. But then when somebody is able to put themselves out there and do what we want to be able to do, we don't necessarily support them. I see it all the time where people say, oh, we want to go ahead, we want to support black businesses. But that's what my channel is about, is spending my own money or the stuff that they send me, because one of the companies that I spend a lot of money with, she actually sends me stuff to test out myself, and I review the stuff honestly and let you guys know what I think about it. And like, some people watch my videos and some people won't, but like, my whole goal is to let you know who you can buy stuff from. So it's really up to you, and that's just going to be my little spiel. But until the next time, guys, I'm probably going to post a video on Tuesday, because this week is going to be busy for me with work. But until then, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!